continues. Okay, my friends, I'm back. This has been kind of a cleaning day. I have to break it up. Now, even though I'm a little bit coffee, I'm going to drink coffee, but I've been coughing a bit. You see, there are similar words to different things. Um, it makes me laugh. So, coffee, yeah, why not? Coughing. Similarity. So today I called my bank. This code, this code is not working. And I was waiting for it, but it was just a misunderstanding because I had to order a new. I thought that was obvious for those bankers, but no, it's way more complicated with simple things than before. So what's the topic about that? I was talking the other day about preachers, rabbis, priests, and popes. It was to open up people's heart, and I think that is a major issue. Why haven't those thought about that before? It should be kind of obvious that if you are a priest, rabbi, preacher, or a pope, to understand it's very simple and it's very obvious, but in our Pentecostal church back then, in when I was born in 57, and my father got some enlightenment, so to say. He saw himself. And let me talk a little bit about ourselves, because it's here in those days today, you are protected. You are protected by your own vulnerability. You can use your own vulnerability to protect yourself. And you can do whatever harm or turmoil or deeds you like. It's out of your self-defense, so to say. So if I do some cruel actions, but I explain, it's out of my self-defense. That's you can't justify everything by your own self-defense. Sometimes even even the Kabbalists say that what you can admit, the things that you can admit, is those things you can deal with. If you get to understand that you did something wrong, but in fact you didn't see, you didn't know. It's so easy to do something wrong when you are together with other people. And if I'm not informed by what I did wrong and why it was wrong, I have this excuse of not knowing. It's not deliberate. It's not bad in a way, but it's bad. So sometimes we need to open up our heart in order to see what we can deal with in there. So that's the code breaker, my friend. Code breakers for even friends. As I said some way back, I deal with friends, everybody, on a deeper level. I don't go fooling around with, well, maybe I do. I can talk about air, different flows of air, but comes to core of it, I think even air is profoundly good to talk. So this small talk, as they say, and what is small talk in this context? It's just something that you would talk about cake, which I'm eating now, cake, food, driving car, or whatever. I drove the scooter yesterday. It wasn't really... It was fun because I couldn't walk that fast. It was in about 30 kilometers an hour, approximately, a little less than that, downhill. And when I came to the sidewalk, I was crossing a road and I wanted to... this scooter is quite speedy. So I came to this sidewalk and I tried to do these jumps. No, I couldn't do that. What? How can I do jumping on sidewalks? I was accelerating the scooter while I was putting it up. And by that, it just turned around like that, and I went on my back. A little bit shameful because it was kind of awkward to do that as a grown-up man, and you should stand on your own feet. And my girlfriend asked, why can't you just have a bicycle? She doesn't know how fun this two-wheel scooter is. Wait until she will train herself on that. So that's that went quite wrong, and I got my back a little bit hurt, but not wounded. I'm recovering, so to say. Don't tell my girlfriend that. So you see, it's always about some codes. So when I meet people outside, wherever I may be, I try to figure out what code is convenient to use here. Yes, to get some connections with other people that you see. You can't connect with those that you can't see, but it's a degree of connection. You do what you do, and not with a intention of something that is not wanted, or you may have different intentions, but it should be just open-minded interaction, just in order to know if you're genuine interest in people. Then you will learn how to evaluate what goes and what doesn't go. I have a learning curve to do that. I admit to that. And I should say that those that are doing services for other people, I don't demand something that is not there. Of course not, but in some regard, if they are doing services to other people like doctors, psychiatrists, nurses, priests, popes, rabbis, and preachers, and all the rest that is doing some human service. And what can we say? What department are not interacting with other people? What in real life? If you do some, so to say, mobile, if you build something, you have to interact. If you need some customer, you have to interact. If you need to sell a product, you need to interact with those that are going to buy this product. My friend is skilled in that, so he talk a lot of things is regarding how you make your product regarding those that are going to use it. And my daughter now, she is in a field of work that is considering very much the application on those products. And it's not because they are so high skilled, which they are. Obviously, they are the best skilled persons to do this kind of equipments. That is for handicapped and all those that need some assistance. That is kind of obvious, but it's not only the education and the PhD and everything that you know from the books of those items and how to construct or how to make it. It's not about that. It's about receiving the clients, those that are involved. That is regarding the human touch. Bruce Springsteen sang that. It's all about the human touch. So what is human touch if it's not about how to design your appearance, your words, your behavior to others? Jesus said, what you did for my last, I think that is the main message. What you did for my smallest, you did for me. That's the core of everything we do. If we don't have a higher degree in any which field we are working, the degree of the human touch, like Apple, the Macintosh computer did something that was remarkable. What you can say, it was a big leap of change. It's a quantum leap into something that the computerized world didn't know so much about before. It was only made for those that studied so far that they knew how to work it out. You can't demand if something is made for some, not only just specific persons, but it is kind of obvious that everybody, if they want, they can. As the mobile phone today, it's so easy. It's even elderly people that is so afraid. In many cases here in Norway, they are afraid of using these mobile phones, smartphones as they call it. And this my friend, older friend, he was afraid. I told him, yes, look ahead some few years. You will sit with a laptop. Oh no, this is not for me. This is too way out. I'm not going on the internet. It's not good as I have heard. It's all that bad and I have no time. I have no ability. But later on he asked, can you give me a course on the computer? No, I can't because I have no patience. And this is me in a nutshell. That I have no patience to teach, educate people. If I stumble on some problems that you don't understand, I have these disabilities to lower my temperature and be okay. It takes a toll on my patience. But in the end, not far from that time of point of time, he sat with a computer and his friend was helping him out. So I have to do a little bit this. So this friend of mine, he ended up with this computer, laptop, not the desktop, which I prefer way more than anything else. And just recently he bought himself a new laptop. I helped picking it out for him, and it amazes him by the speed of it. So you see, these factories, those that makes let me fix this microphone. I didn't think of the mic. I didn't think of the microphone. Yet this is the convenient part. That if you only see my lips is moving, it doesn't really help. My message is just for deaf people that can read lips. But you see, every new invention comes nowadays as the Macintosh, or the old Macintosh is now called Apple. It was so user friendly that it became also regarding the price as to something that people generally could buy and afford. That's how things were going. So that's how integrated people that are going to use some stuff that integrate themselves in the decision making in order to form a product after the client's needs. So this Macintosh, he made it user friendly, and later on it was this IBM computer with this DOS operation system. You could do programs based on this operation system. And after this, Macintosh made this convenient computer. Every application, every operative system was made in a very user-friendly way. So Windows improved. Later on, I don't know which, but I saw Linux as an operation system, like Windows and Mac, was so complicated. It was only for those that have this engineering degree, I think. If you know this language of how to do some specs, they were very complicated. And after some generation of this Linux, I saw that Knoppix, it is a kind of operation system based on Linux, and it was free open software, and they made it so user friendly that I love to use this Knoppix. It was I don't know whether it was a live CD, that when you booted your computer with this live CD, it was you could access the internet, you could see the network, you can even do some networking program, and it was very user-friendly and very convenient. And today, not talking much about Linux, but if you start some Windows with old soft hardware, Linux will find it. By Windows you have to install the drivers to it. I don't know, by Mac it's too foreign for me. I said in a group that Mac was only designed for to look good. the functionality and everything wasn't good at all. That was a joke, of course, but I have to mock those people, because they were high and mighty and thought they couldn't do it all. So those priests I was starting with, they have this ability to tap into the people's, the person's, the human's heart. The Bible is, they should be more aware that the Bible is a code. It's a code, like a language, into everyone's heart. And they should be more aware of that when they are preaching, because you can't use any tools to do whatever you like with people. You have to be very cautious. You have to be very smart. You have to be soft. You have to be hard. You have to be all the degrees of. You can't design just a message on the Sunday sermon that is relevant to everybody. No, you need to have some regards for that, for different people. So that's how it goes. You see, the Bible is a profound key opener in so many different levels that I can't even start to explain. But it is something for the humankind. It's something about what promoted everything, how it started. And we are here on the lowest level. We are in the level of being extinct. We extinct ourselves in many ways. After our years, we pass away, we get extinct. And that's our fear, our birth and our death is a fear-mongering, troubling within our awareness, in our psyche. So we need to have some belief. We need to trust, we need to believe that there is higher degrees. You see, here on the level that we are in, we can't see the level above. It's restricted. But the priests, those that have these services for other people, they should be more aware of the human psyche, that they can say or do something that opens their heart with this kind of code that every human for himself. I have my codes. You can't access me by force. You can't access me by threatening me or manipulating me or whatever. Maybe this kind of code is a kind of manipulation that I go along, because when you are touched, you know that the person that touched you is genuine. It's genuine, and that takes time, my friend. Coming in touch with people, it takes time. It takes some effort to get access of that heart. So I think that those that have these services need to be more aware that if their services is just doing some stuff and it's hard to explain in a simple term, but it is very simple, because it's kind of obvious that if you want to help people, you have to do it by a certain degree of respect. It's also founded in the UN Charter of 1948 that every services should be according to the people that are involved. So more and more, I would hope that more and more even the human services is based on this mutual respect. Like I told my doctor that, not my doctor, but a certain doctor, that you see, it's so easy to meet people and just look at them and define them, but it takes time. You need to have some questions. You need to have this interaction in order for you as a doctor to understand something, what is wrong, what to do here. So every application has some service, and it's not given that your service is accessible to this kind of person if you don't have the right code to access the heart. And when you access the heart will receive the service as something wanted. So my friends out there, we have some services to do, both as a physician, doctor, priest or rabbi. It's very important to have this notion of services, that we can help each other out of this turmoil that we experience sometimes. Bye.